Know how to hate in football. Joy, can
Hi
you please
guys, my name is Joy. I am a Manchester United. Oh, please. I am an Arsenal fan. I really love football. and I'm here for everything that concerns football. It's so exciting that we won this weekend because we couldn't be here if we lost, especially Manchester United ambassador. If you guys lost, could be number 16, 18, around there, you know your position. I'm here for all those, nice talks and grown up discussions. So nice to be here.
Thank you. Wainaina.
Oh, hi guys, you can hear me well? Yes, I'm Jimmy. Jimmy Wenene is my name. I'm an staunched Arsenal fan, and also I hate Manchester United with passion. Yes, and I'm also here for the good talks, analyze football. I love football at large, so let's talk. Don't worry about my sweaty face. I'm in Garissa. The temperature here are at 39, and it's 8:40. So don't mind my sweaty face.
39.
Okay.
I think I'm next. My name is, I go by the title Mareblood. Mareblood, it's not my name actually. I come from a clan called Mareba, and so when you combine the two, it's Mareba blood. So we are so proud of who we are. But anyway, my full names are Anthony Sangoro. I'm a serious Arsenal fan. I've been an Arsenal fan for the last 30 years. I don't hate the others, but I have no feelings totally for Manchester United. To the extent if they're relegated, I will feel nothing. But but anyway, it's good. It's good to experience people whom you can never even save when you have the opportunity to save. Yeah, I'm here to make fun, to have fun, to enjoy the adrenaline that comes out of rivalry, and also to gain the insight that comes from listening to the other person's insights. Nobody's a monopoly of thought. Nobody's a monopoly of football has taught us. There is no team that will be the king forever, including Manchester United, which is a dinosaur now. But hey, I just love the aspect that we can really argue and gain new perspectives. Thanks.
Thank you. Welcome. Samabe, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes.
Though I'm in a noisy place, I'm actually I'm traveling. So just to do an introduction, I'm a Chelsea fan. I love football. I don't understand why Arsenal are called the biggest team in London. And I generally love football. I hope that we'll have a very good discussion. Though I'm doing a lot of listening today because I'm traveling. I just want to get what you guys are saying. So that's all, man. For now.
Okay. You know, guys, football is a sport that is widely and widely loved. So many people have a lot of interest. I can see so many guests. I think Moi, these are your guests. I can see so many people requesting.
I have a clan. These
from
are
down
my
here,
family.
so many people are requesting to join. And unfortunately we can only be here, the six of us, unless we drop one Arsenal fan, because I see I'm going to suffer here.
No, nobody's going to drop.
Yeah, so we've been doing this on TikTok. We thought it wise also to actually try and make it possible on YouTube for obvious reasons. And we are going to talk about football today, being the first day. we are having this discussion, I think any of you can come up with a topic. I have a number of things we can discuss, but being that this is the first time we're doing this, and I can see all the guests, like it's only me and Mabea who are not supporting Arsenal. You Arsenal fans can give us something to talk about, especially your chances of winning. I think about that. Your chances of winning or proceeding in the Champions League quarter-final stage. What you think about your team, the chances you feel you have going forward, playing against an established European club football like Real Madrid. He has won this trophy for 15 times. I think it will be something good to discuss. Your chances now that I know Arsenal has got a very good defensive line, relatively or betably midfield, but the attack is a little bit blunt. You people are expecting Saka back. That will also give you some energy. What do you think about your team and the chances that you have going forward? Because now it's most of you are Arsenal fans. You need to talk about your team. I don't expect me to talk about your team. You know your team better than I do. I'll also give you my views, what I think about Arsenal as a football fan. I'm not a hater anyway. I don't hate Arsenal. I'm just a fanatic of Manchester United. If you win, that is sports. We congratulate you. If you lose, we tell you sorry and we move forward, right?
Okay.
So,
I think
what's your view? What's your view? What you think about Arsenal and your chances of proceeding in the Champions League? Viewer 6, let's get your views going forward.
Joy wanted to say something, or should I start?
I wanted to say we can talk about that and then talk about the Carabao Cup finals yesterday. It was so nice.
Okay.
Even the Chelsea versus Arsenal was also a good game to watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Joy. We can talk about the past two matches before we talk about the future. Let's talk about Chelsea
The
versus
first matches.
Arsenal.
Let's talk about
Yes.
Chelsea, Arsenal, talk about Manchester
And then
United, Leicester,
Newcastle.
and talk about Carabao Cup finals.
Okay, we can pick it from there. Let's start by Chelsea, Arsenal versus Chelsea.
Thank you. So yeah, I watched the game, but truth be told, after Mikel Merino's goal, I don't think I saw anything positive from that Arsenal game. After the goal, I was really, really disappointed. And thankful, we have a good team. We have a good defense. Were it not for the defense and were it not for the lack of players from Chelsea, I don't think Arsenal would have survived that game because Chelsea were really pushing us. The only thing that was missing from Chelsea is that final product. And we also saw the effect of missing Cole Palmer and Jackson. That is the only thing that was missing from that Chelsea team. Well, if those guys were there, I think Arsenal would have had a hard time in that game. Yes, our defensive voice were good, and Arteta said that after during the press conference when he was talking about the Madrid game. Yes, defensive voice were good, but I think the players have already given up on the Premier League because after the West Ham, if you guys can remember, after the West Ham game, not even after, is it after the West Ham game? After we introduced Mikel Merino as our number 9, I don't think we have had a single Premier League game where we can say Arsenal have played a very good game. Not even one. But in the Champions League, we are playing very good football. In the Champions League, truth be told, we are playing some beautiful football. But to come in the Premier League, I think the boys have given up on the Premier League, including me. I'm not even dreaming about anything happening to Liverpool. I saw somewhere saying that Liverpool are going to bottle it. They cannot bottle 15 points. 12 points now. They cannot lose 12 points. So I think the boys are down in the Premier League. That's why we saw such a game yesterday. That game was not interesting at all. We had nothing to highlight in that game apart from the goal. After the goal, there was nothing to highlight. I saw even the Arsenal highlights today when the 2 minutes that they posted. The actions they posted more came during the first few minutes before he scored. After that, there was totally nothing to show. Odegaard disappeared. After that, Martinelli was not that good, and I still do not understand why Arteta benched Ethan. I think he's trying to give Martinelli some minutes, but you do not bench your best player at the moment. Ethan is one of our best players. You do not get to bench him. It's bad for business. But all in all, it was a win. A win is a win. It's 1-0 to the Arsenal, a dirty win, and we accept it. As for Manchester United versus Leicester, I did not watch that game, but that is the first game I've not watched for Manchester United. I've watched all the games since last season, Manchester United. That was the first one because I was 100% sure you are winning. There was no need for me watching that game because I knew I was not going to celebrate anything out of it. So congrats to them. Nice football. I saw the highlights. They did something nice, and if they keep up, and I said it in our live TikTok the other day, and I said it, if Manchester United can play the way they played versus Arsenal in the second half, I don't see any team beating Manchester United. That's the type of football we want to see. That is the type of competitive football we want to see from them. They should be giving us a hard time. I enjoy them losing, but it's not good for me to enter each and every single day knowing that United will lose. They should be challenging me in a way that I'm afraid to watch their games because anything can happen. But all in all, good game. I enjoyed it. And the last but not least, Newcastle. Newcastle made me happy. I was one of the few people who were worried about Liverpool winning a double or a treble. But now I'm satisfied with them winning the Premier League only. The Premier League this season was not that competitive. I'm not going to downplay Liverpool. They did a good work. They won their games and they gave it all. It was not that competitive, but they proved it. They are at 70 points at the moment. So they did what they were supposed to do. Congrats to them. At least a Premier League alone is understandable. Now come next season when everybody, I pray every Man City will be fit, Arsenal will be fit. I believe you're going to give them a run for their money. Thank you.
Joy.
Yeah, thank you, viewer 6. I think I'm going to agree with viewer 6 about everything other than the fact that he has talked about Liverpool trying. When you're having your finals, I don't think you should try. You just need to play like it's the finals. Yesterday, there was no chance. I could not see Mo Salah anywhere. Van Dijk was just missing in action. And I really loved how Newcastle were hungry and the hunger that they had that took them out, and they went and they won. After the first score, I was so sure after tuning in to watching that finals, I knew that they were going to win. I knew they were going to win. I don't know is it the mentality? Is it? I can see even Liverpool is a little bit too tired. They have been wanting to play all along to winning they're winning all leagues, but now the time is catching up with them, and they have to play now the finals like seriously because they have to win and they cannot. So I was so happy with the results yesterday, and I have been I'm talking about the Newcastle game, and I have seen people just rubbishing that cup and saying, oh, this is an energy drink cup. I don't know why these guys are talking and crying because of winning such a cup. Even if it was a porridge cup, and these guys have beaten all teams to come to the finals, it is a good thing, especially now that I have come to learn that they have won that cup 70 years. Is it after 70 years or 56 years? That's a long time. You guys munaingililianga Arsenal, but you guys are forgetting that there are other teams that are really hungry. And I love Isak. I just love Isak. I'm hoping Ateta is not going to give us stories in the summer. And I'm sure I'm not sure if now Newcastle is going to release Isak to any other club, but in case they do that, we should be the first people fighting to get him. I did not watch the Arsenal Chelsea match. I was in a church gathering at 3 p.m. to 6, so I was watching the highlights. I was so happy when they scored. Especially, I have an app that updates me anytime we are playing and there's a goal. And when that goal went on, I really prayed that we just defend, because guys, we can all see that this is not the time we are not the Arsenal that used to score 5-1, 5-0. Right now we are really struggling. And as much as viewer 6 is talking about our Premier League is gone, we still need to do our best. We need to maintain the position 2. We need to win all the matches that are remaining. At least the margin could maybe come a little bit nearer to Liverpool. But for winning the Premier League, I don't think we have a chance. Manchester United, I watched the first half, and the first half with Leicester. I knew they would win. But their play is not that. Manchester United is no longer that team you really want to see playing, because they only train to play Arsenal. Now, when they are playing other teams, it's so boring. They are falling. They want penalties. They want corner kicks. It's just, I don't know. I don't understand why. So I think that was it for the weekend. We will talk again in the next topic. Next will be Jimmy Wainaina.
Jimmy Wainaina, talk to us.
Okay, guys. Thank you. So I watched the Arsenal versus Chelsea game. It was a really bit disappointing match for me to watch, despite the fact that we won 1-0. I think because we are still facing the same problems as Arsenal that we've been facing before, and that is having a weak attack. Yes, for our defense, we are so strong. We actually, I think, the team that has conceded the least goals as per now. But with a very weak defense, it keeps worrying me. With a weak attack, we have a very weak attack that keeps on worrying me. And as you could see, even the goal that we scored was from a set piece. It was not from the normal play. So which means there's a possibility of that game ending 0-0. So for me, I think we still have that issue, and the problem is we cannot address it at the moment. We just have to wait until the end of the season. And as I've said, that's the reason why before, when we were having our live, I used to say that Arteta should go. But again, on a second thought, I think Arteta should keep on staying, because you can imagine Arteta doesn't even have an attack at the moment. Gabriel Jesus injured. Who else? Kai Havertz is injured as well. And still he manages to play with whatever he has, prevent conceding a lot of goals, and we can just score out of the blues and at least get a 1-0 win. So I think we need to give it to Arteta for that, and he's still sitting at number 2. And I know you guys watch football. You've seen the inconsistency that has been running and affecting Arsenal, the yellow cards and the red cards that are so inconsistent. It only applies to Arsenal, but doesn't apply to other teams. So if you compile all those things that we've been facing, all those challenges, I don't even think Liverpool is a better team than us. I think they're lucky to have their squad impact and they don't have a lot of this inconsistency. So for me, I still believe in Arsenal. The league, we are out. For the league, we are out because I don't think there's a way we can close that gap of 12 points with the remaining games that we have. But I still have a 30% chance hope on the UEFA Champions League, which I think we'll talk later about it. The other game that maybe I could just share a few thoughts on is the Carabao final. That is Liverpool and Newcastle. For that match as well, I don't think Newcastle was okay. They were a better team, but not because Liverpool was a bad team. I think it's the mentality. If you watch that game, Newcastle played as if every touch on that ball, their life depended on every touch of the ball in that field. And that game they took because of the mentality they had. I think that drought of 70 years, and they're having a chance to win that game. That's what took took them there, and they won because of the mentality, which is something that apparently lacks in my Arsenal team. So it was a very competitive game. They had most of the possession. I think it's like half-half, but they took the most of the possession. And because of the mentality won them that match. And I just pray and I hope that also Arsenal will go with the same mentality in the UEFA quarterfinals. Manchester United versus Leicester, I didn't watch that game. Sorry, but I usually don't watch Manchester United game unless they are playing Arsenal or a Big Six. But I just don't watch any Manchester United game.
Okay, Jimmy. Mare Blacks.
Mary Blood, your mic is off. You can put on your mic.
Okay,
continue.
Yeah. Sorry. My brain has been doing some zigzag thinking patterns inside my brain, considering that this is my new post or floor, and then the only thing that we are discussing is Arsenal, which tells me no. Okay, the predominant thought that is being discussed here is Arsenal, which tells me also football is more psychological than we think it is physical. And every team has a winning formula. And the reason why I'm talking about a winning formula, for many of us, we used to think recruiting players is the solution. What has happened to Chelsea and Man U clearly tells us it's not recruiting that works. Yes, it's a very integral part to fitting the gaps that are there. But then every team has its own winning formula. For some time also, we thought it's a coach, especially those ones who came out of the Wenger Ferguson era. We used to think it's a coach. Now that Manu has changed around 6 coaches, we clearly understand it's not so much of the coach, but basically it's all about finding your winning formula. And what I observed from this weekend, as much as everybody, as much as everybody looked at the Arsenal win and said it was blunt, I draw parallels from the Fergie side of Manu that used to know how to win. They characteristically used to win during the Fergie time, that is in the last 10 minutes, and they used to win against big teams ugly. They could win 1-0, 1-0, very ugly football and win. But when they came to the rest of the league, they used to play beautiful soccer. And that is what made Manu who the heroes they are of the past. So when it comes to Arsenal, I think we will also bewitched by Wenger because he instilled in us the philosophy of beautiful football, play beautiful, and Arsenal is the one that introduced that kind of philosophy into the English Premier League. And many people still insist when we win and we don't win beautiful, they feel it's like a loss. But basically, what we are seeing out of all this is sometimes winning is not what we think, but it's a formula that somehow you crack. And when you crack and stick onto that formula, you show it off. And that is what you can see even with the Liverpool from observation. Something has interfered with their winning formula or winning mentality. And that is, of course, the Champions League that everybody was saying they're the best team going into the Champions League. So after seeing it, I'm starting to believe it is a winning formula. When you crack it, you make sure it is rolling. So coming into last weekend, I was very happy when Arsenal bet Chelsea, considering that these are our fiercest rivals, Chelsea and Manchester. They know how to beat us. They know how to disturb us. They know how to get into our mind. And the only missing ingredient that was not there to make it very bad for us was a bad referee. When we are playing these two teams and there's a bad referee, that one we know we've lost. So I was very happy, even if we got a 1-0 result, because going into the Champions League semis and without such a win, it could have affected our psyche so much. And then the other thing that I also realized with Arsenal, we are playing, everybody is talking about Chelsea missing its 2 key players. Chelsea has a very deep squad. As we are missing some very key players and we don't have that squad, that depth of squad, we are even reinventing people and putting them up there. So it also tells me we beat ourselves too hard, because when Chelsea just misses 2 players and they have a very deep squad, they start crying on top of their voices. It's high time we also give credit to ourselves that despite our key players, we are able to show up and come up with a meaningful result. When it comes to Manchester, I'm still wishing for the Manchester of old. When I look at Manchester at the moment, I don't feel I have any player in Manchester who has that Manchester heart in him. You know, the kind of players who could take things and take charge of everything. To me, when I look at the Manchester squad, they're just people who are doing a job. Everybody's doing a job. He qualified for the interview and he got a position and is just delivering up according to the position. That thing that connects them to a spirit, I'm not seeing it, and it is lucky you are playing Leicester, a team that is also knows that it is gone. But it was good. They got a good score out of it. Maybe it can, going forward, it can help them revive back their winning ways. Other than that, I think I'll keep it low there and end my contribution at that.
Okay. DK, you'll need to put it so brief because we have a TikTok show that is about to start in like 30 minutes.
Hi everyone. I just want to say a few words in terms of just like Wainaina said, it was one of a boring game, though we got a good result, winning 1-0. As a critic of Arteta, I don't want to go the discussion. I'm so heartbroken because this league this year was for us to take it. We could have done some few signing, if possible, one across the last 3 seasons. I know we got injuries, but the same. It's all about our coach. I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but a lot of learning still from him that is needed, perhaps experience, and perhaps most important, accepting critics across board. I still believe we can do something on the Premier League. I'm crossing my fingers with the current tempo Liverpool is at. I just want Liverpool to just lose one game and draw one game, and the cycle is done to the entire running stretch, home stretch games. Just like how we lost the league when we were on top, we got tilted by the pressure, and I believe the pressure can still work against Liverpool. As far as our performance, we've got the best defense, we've got the best plays, but we are lacking firepower. I don't want to talk Manchester United. Back to you, Joy.
Okay. Manchester United, Ambassador 001, we want to hear your thoughts.
Yes, on Arsenal, Chelsea. I think we are now in the run-ins of the league, and most of the teams are facing fatigue. You feel that the intensity is low. Most of these players are not playing to the levels that you expect them to play. So when Chelsea is playing Arsenal, obviously you expect both players, both teams to actually up their game, and no team wants to lose for obvious reasons. That bragging rights. All the teams are in London. Generally, it was a boring game. It was not a derby that we expected. But Arsenal came on top. Chelsea has been poor the whole season. And personally, I expected Arsenal to win. Not 1-0, but something to do with 3-1 or something. So I was disappointed. It was just 1-0. A win is a win. Whether ugly or not, it was a win. Good game from Arsenal. What matters is 3 points. Liverpool versus Newcastle, I expected Newcastle to win that match. Liverpool, obviously fatigue going into a match playing against PSG, very difficult 2 matches, 90 minutes plus. You could see there was fatigue in Liverpool, and Newcastle rested the whole week while Liverpool went up to the extra time. Being knocked out of Champions League, the trophy that they expected to win also worked against them. So it was for Newcastle to lose, and they won it. That was given. I had a feeling that Newcastle was going to win that match, and they won it because they had everything. The team is. If you look at Newcastle, by the way, the players like Joe Linton, I think he's playing his 4th week because he was injured at the beginning of the season. He has not been there. Most of those players were injured at some point. They are coming back. Not like Liverpool, like the entire squad has been playing in, week out in all the competitions. They were in the Champions League, playing Carabao, the league. They are fighting for the league. They have only lost one match in the league. So this thing is also working against them now. And if Arsenal can be serious about this league, this is the time. But now that Arsenal is still in the Champions League, the focus is divided. The attention is divided. They're thinking of Madrid and also thinking of the league. That's also an advantage to Liverpool at the same time. So Manchester United versus Leicester, that was a straight win. I didn't expect Manchester United to draw that much. Looking at how they have been playing, I know most of you are saying that Manchester United has been poor, but if you look at how Manchester United have been playing since draw they got against Everton, where they were beaten 2-0 and they came back and the match ended 2-2. They have never lost again from there, and they've been playing some good football, not only against Arsenal, as somebody was alluding. I think, Joy, you were saying that Manchester United only trained to play against Arsenal. I don't think that is true. If you look at the match, Arsenal, Manchester United played against Liverpool, Manchester United against Man City. Was a good match. We don't only play against Arsenal, but for obvious reasons, these are rival teams. You must up your game when you're playing your rivals. What do you expect? We must give our best. Manchester United currently is undergoing transition, and I think we are going to get some good matches next season. I'm sorry to say this because we are not now becoming a next season club. But next season, I know Manchester United, because I think Amorim just have to do something, some small thing to find a way of winning these page 2 teams. I think he has done very well on the top teams. He has not lost to Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City so far. He hasn't lost to those teams that I'm mentioning: Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City, and he has played against all those teams. Man City. So I expect something good from Amorim come next season when he will get his players. That's what I have to say for now. Joy.
Okay, I'm trying to look at these gentlemen and see their body language, and and these guys really don't like what you're saying because they don't understand. What are you even saying about Manchester United? Anyway.
Manchester United ambassador.
Okay, guys, hatukukuja hapa kuban. We didn't come
No.
here to ban.
Just let him say what he wants to say. Just let him say what he wants to say.
I'm not banning, actually. I'm not banning.
Okay, we are not banning. We are presiding over what is banned.
Yeah, I was actually listening carefully to him. Anyway, for me, whatever you said about next season and Manchester United coming back, I hope you guys can come back. I wish you all the best, but I don't think so. I don't think there's any coming back from Manchester United anytime soon. from the way you guys have been playing from last season. I think more time will be needed. I don't doubt that Manchester United will come back, but again, I don't think it's next season. There's a lot to be done in that Manchester United team. And then now, because at least you are a Manchester United fan, I just wanted to know, this is away from even the tactical analysis of the football, but just among us fans, what is this with the Manchester United usually against Arsenal that you guys really expect so much from us? Even when we beat Chelsea, we win a game, but you guys just come up and say it was only 1-0, only 1-0. You draw against us, you celebrate like you've won the game. Are we that good?
No, not really. Not really. Yeah, let me say something about Arsenal. For the last, I think this is the third season. Arsenal has been a very good team. That is the truth. I don't think they can improve more than that from the aspect of a football. I don't think they can improve more than that. They can only deteriorate. They cannot go down.
What do you mean? What do you mean? They cannot improve?
When Arsenal, we've watched this league for some time. I think last season, when Arsenal finished the previous season, before last season, Arsenal finished the league on 86 points, and then they added 3 points the following season. I don't think they're going to add more than 89. I don't think so. I don't see them reaching 90 points or 91. I don't think so this season. Even if you look at it critically, from the number of matches that are remaining, 11 and 90 points, that is a difference of 30 something points, because Arsenal is at 58. So that is around not 30, but yes, 32 points. I don't think Arsenal will accumulate 32 points now. They lost one of their best players, that is Saka. They lost Kai Havertz. They lost Odegaard at some point. That is normal for all the teams. So what you need to have is a bigger squad, players who can replace these players that are getting injured. All the teams. Why most of the Manchester United fans were celebrating that draw? They were looking at the squad that was going to play Arsenal. They looked at the squad that was going to play Arsenal, and they felt like it is short of what can really challenge Arsenal on these occasions, on these big occasions, that much like Arsenal versus Manchester United. So it's not like we were celebrating because a draw is a good thing. And I never celebrated. I know some Manchester United fans celebrated because what was coming from the Arsenal fans, we are going to thrash you 5-1, 6-1, 6-0, something like that. And the match ended in a draw.
You guys wanted to thrash us too.
No. There is no, by the way, honestly, there was no Manchester United fan who expected Manchester United to win against Arsenal. That is a fact, because Arsenal has been good. When you call spade a spade, Arsenal has been good defensively in the midfield. I think there's only the attack that is now not very good, but Arsenal has been good. The last 3 seasons, they have been playing the best football in Europe, the best defense in Europe, conceding the least in Europe, not in England. What do you expect playing against Manchester United, which is shit this season? What do you expect?
Joy, this bit of recording should be only recording that you should post.
Why I'm saying that you should expect something much from Manchester United next season is the way they're playing against the big boys. That's why I'm saying that. The way they're playing against the big boys.
Please I have a question to you, Ambassador.
Please ask.
Listening to you, and I want now to dive deep into your mind as a Manchester United fan. If Manchester United go to win a Europa League at the end of the season, and Arsenal fails to win a trophy, and basically I mean Premier League and the Champions League, will you call yourself a better team this season more than Arsenal?
It's not that can't make Manchester United a better team, because there is so many ways you can win this match. There's so many things that can happen. You can start a match within 10 minutes. There is a red card. There is a penalty. All these things change the dimensions of the match. You get, and then
my question was not how to win, how style of winning. My question is a fundamental thought process. When you win the Europa League at the end of the season for 2025, and Arsenal fails to win a trophy, both Premier League and the Champions League, regardless whether we go to the final, will you say Manchester United was a better team 2025 or Arsenal was a better team 2025? I need just an answer, yes or no.
Still, Arsenal remains a better team, but Manchester United will have a better season. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Manchester United ambassador. We have 11 minutes because some other people are waiting for us at the TikTok show. So quickly, Man United ambassador, you'll start with this one. Is Arsenal going to win is it going to proceed to the semi-finals of the Champions League? And is Manchester United going to win the Europa? We just discuss topics in 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes.
Should I discuss or just give a straightforward answer as we proceed?
Sorry?
Should we have a discussion over that or just give a straightforward answer as we proceed?
No, a straightforward answer, and then you can just adjust a minute of your supporting your explanation. I mean your point.
I think Champions League there are so many matches, very difficult matches for Arsenal. Obviously, Arsenal has got a very good team to win, but I think the manager gambles and thinks too much when playing these important matches. That may make Arsenal fail to win it. It's not because of the players, but the manager. The manager thinks too much.
I agree.
The manager failed big time when it comes to big occasions to win important matches.
And
I totally agree.
To win Europa?
With Manchester United, and as I've said, Ruben Amorim has a way of playing against or playing these big matches. That gives Manchester United do not have a very good squad to win the Europa League, but their manager has got a good way of playing important matches, very difficult matches, and you can testify to that. You are my witness. So they have got a chance.
Okay. Mareblood, it's you. 1 minute, 1 minute.
One thing that I know at the stage that we are in, how you appear during the show is what matters. I mean, when I saw Atletico play Real the other day, as an Arsenal fan, I wished for Real to win. Then watching yesterday Atletico playing with Barcelona, I just wondered what happened again to Atletico. According to me, it had turned out to be the most technical team in Europe. So at this stage of the league and the Champions League, I think we have to appreciate the best teams are there, and anything can happen. Things can go either way, and even a 7-2 score can come out like what we saw with PSV. But anyway, I'm still holding on to my chances. I think the Arsenal people are hungrier for success more than Real. So I'm still hopeful.
What about Manchester United Europa League?
That's a small thing. They should just win it. It's a very small thing. It's like playing with Leicester. I'm sorry, but
okay.
They should just win it and keep quiet to build into next season. Yeah.
Okay, Mareblood. DK. DK is still laughing. Why are you laughing?
No, it's how Mareblood has just put it. Like, it's so simple. Like I will also say the same. I don't think we don't need to discuss how Manu are going to win the Europa. They just have to win it. No one is bothered about Europa. I think it's about them. They need to restore their pride. As far as Arsenal is concerned, I think I have one of the craziest prediction. I know people still doubt that we are going to win the league. I'm saying it here. This thing will go to the wire and people will see some of the craziest, shocking results for the next 5 games against Liverpool. Take it to the bank, guys. When it comes to Champions League, I am looking forward to, I don't know. I just want to win it, man. I just can't wait to see myself, Arsenal lifting the Champions League. That's my prayer. For Manchester United, I just go in and the trophy and come back home.
Okay. Okay, DK
oh, but Mareblood, that was bad. But
Jimmy. I think Maribel just spoke for us all, but Jimmy can just say something.
Yes. Okay, I think also I will just agree with Maribel, Maribel, yeah. But anyway, for Arsenal with the UEFA Champions League, I'll just be honest and sincere. Any team that has crossed the quarter, the round of 16, any team now can beat any team in the UEFA Champions League. And looking at the team that you're going to play, Real Madrid, whom are presumed to be the owners of the Champions League, there's a bit of intimidation that has already come cross board that has written Arsenal out already. So I think that match is going all to depend on the belief of the players. As the fans, we don't have any control on it. I will want my team to win, yes. My team is going to be the underdog, but it's all going to depend on the mentality that they're going to go with it in that match. So I think it's not even in Arteta's hand. I think it's all going to be on the player's mind and believe, because when you're playing a team like Real Madrid in the Champions League, you people know what usually happens. Those guys can even win the game at 90 plus 8 minutes and they win a game. So I think the chances of us winning is 30%. Real Madrid, yes, have 70%. But in big matches in UEFA Champions League, anything can happen. So me, I'll just keep on my hope as a fan. I know we are going to be the underdog, but it's all going to depend on the mentality that our players are going to go with it. And if we are having Saka back, it's going to be a bit of a boost to our attack. So I won't talk much about the Arsenal versus Real Madrid, because that game already gives me goosebumps before you even play it. I'm already having goosebumps.
Butterflies in your stomach.
Butterflies and everything. I don't even know how I'll watch that match. For Manchester United, for Europa, like Maribal has said, that is a competition that, looking at the teams that are there, then Manchester United should just win that. I think you have a high chance of winning the Europa. Actually, my brains are telling me Manchester United are going to win the Europa, but my heart doesn't want Manchester United to win the Europa.
Okay, Jimmy. My heart is telling me Manchester United should win that league, but I know Manchester United might not win that league. So, hi, Thomas.
Good evening, Joy. Good evening to everyone. I'm good, thanks. And yourself, Joy? How's the weather there in Kenya? How's the weather there in Kenya?
A bit cold, but we are surviving.
Oh, it's so warm in Cape Town, Joy. Lovely.
Okay.
So it's nice, yeah.
So Thomas, you're not going to give you a chance to talk because we are going to our TikTok in the next 3 minutes. So we just give you the chance to give us the final thoughts about Arsenal playing in the Champions League and Europa League for Man United, and then we switch to TikTok. If that is okay with everyone.
Okay, guys. Thank you. So for me, Arsenal versus Madrid, this is my worst nightmare. And I was insisting this. I would rather play Atletico Madrid than Real Madrid. Do you know you guys are not understanding the impact of Real Madrid on the importance of Real Madrid in that competition? Madrid versus Man City first leg. Man City was superior in every single way, but Madrid somehow out of nowhere, they found a way to win that thing. Madrid versus Atletico. Atletico played very good, but Atletico are far much better than Madrid. They were able to hold them very well. Everything was going right. But again, Madrid somehow got a. I don't know where they got it. I don't know what happened, but Madrid won it. So I'm scared of
That's because they own the competition.
Exactly.
Yes, it's not. It's called a Farmers Champions League. That's why it's only one person that's dominating it at the end.
Yeah, Madrid and Champions League are one thing. They always find a way, be it by the help of the referee or anything, but they will seem to find a way. So if you are going to beat them, Arsenal has to come out. I don't know. They have to come out in a way that they have. Madrid will not have any other option but to consider.
It's only the mentality that can win us that match, nothing else.
We have
Correct.
You can be,
score a lot of goals.
you can be better. You can be better than Real Madrid, and they still beat you in the Champions League, and you are the better team.
That's why I'm saying I don't know if Arteta will have to. I don't know if the boys will be having to be given at least 2 weeks to relax and then they come back. I don't know, but all in all, we will be there. No matter what.
Bukayo Saka will be back.
Yeah, at least that is giving me.
I think for us to win that game, like I've said, I think our players, they should just go sit down themselves, have a talk, and say everybody has written us off. Even our own fans have written us off. So let's go and prove them wrong. That's the only thing that will win us.
And I do pray that Arteta is not going to gamble with Merino up front. I want to see a front three of Saka, Martinelli, and Trossard. I'm 100% sure that front three can cause trouble to Madrid defense. Okay, and now for Manchester United, I think as for Manchester United, they have no option. I think this is the high time we see what Amorim is made up of. Because truth be told, their defense is weak. We want to see what he can do. This is the high time Amorim to prove to people that he has a plan for Manchester United. We want to see what he's going to do with a weak defense. And they should also remember Tottenham is there. Tottenham is there, and we all know Tottenham is going for something. So if they sleep, they have Tottenham, they have Rangers, and also there is Olympique Lyon.
And they got they also got Atletico Bilbao as well. They're also in that Europa.
As for now, I'm saying on their pathway they have Lyon and Rangers, I think, because I believe
your Rangers gonna be tough, man. They're 50-50.
They have to do something. All in all, if they win it, well and good. But for me, I do pray that they should not win it, because if they win it, we all know that we will have zero peace around the country.
We'll have a lot of noise.
No, is that even that
the country will be noisy.
Mara Blood said that is like playing lace. Something very small.
It's a small thing for
No,
them.
you shouldn't say that it's a small thing that and you never won it. Anyway, I think our time is up according to what Joy planned.
Yes.
This is the first time we've done this. I don't know what you people think of this. Can you talk about it a little bit? Having this on YouTube and sharing, talking about football.
Oh, that'll be fantastic. I think that's a good idea. I think we should do that.
So our plan was to do it on Monday for everyone now on Monday and on Friday.
Yeah, Joy. And if you're going to do it, the thing with YouTube, you must be consistent. It's one of the most important things. If it's on Monday at 7, it's on Monday at 7. Friday at 7, we should not change time for the YouTube one. And like TikTok, YouTube is very, very specific with it. Because we want to make sure people get to know it as much as possible. People all over the world need to know it, and we should be punctual with our time.
Okay.
We should be on the YouTube channel. And everyone should be on YouTube. That's where we can have. That will be amazing on YouTube.
Exactly. I think YouTube will give us a better platform for a wider view.
100%. Yes.
Yes. So I think what Joy said is okay. We will schedule our meetings here every Monday and Fridays from I think 7 is okay. What do you think?
7, so that we can go to our TikTok at 8, because we still need to know. We can't exit TikTok. People still depend on us.
We can't because we'll be using TikTok also to sell our YouTube channels. We can also build on this.
Yes.
For us.
There we go. There we go, my brother.
So Thomas, what happens now after this? So Manchester United ambassador is able to edit some of what we have discussed here, and he's able to share with us so that we can post on our TikTok pages
Yes, so I will get. We've done 1 hour almost 4 minutes. So I will share with Joy. You can edit, pick the point that you want to share on TikTok. Obviously, you cannot post a 1 hour video on TikTok. So where you think is good for you, where you are talking about Manchester United or you are talking about Arsenal in a good way.
Put it on the YouTube. On the YouTube. Put it through there.
Yes, and also TikTok or Facebook. You can as well share these on other social media platforms. So I think it's a good thing. You don't have a Facebook?
I do. I said I do.
Okay.
I got Facebook, TikTok. I got YouTube on my phone, my laptop,
so we need
as well
to
as Instagram. So
yeah,
I have my Facebook page is basically for football. You know, Facebook people use it for so many things, politics and any other social.
Correct.
Mine is purely for football. TikTok is purely for football. YouTube is purely for football. So I'll share this with you, Viewer 6, Joy, Mariblood, and Jimmy,
and Thomas.
Yes, and Thomas. So you can, but Thomas joined us late. So you can pick a point, edit, and you post on your TikTok, your TikTok account.
And Manchester United ambassador, I'm going to put you on our WhatsApp group. It's a national fan base. We only have one Manchester United fan. He's called Alpha, so that you will be following our conversations there.
I'll do that. I don't hate Arsenal. Remember, Joy, there's a day I joined your live and I said, I think there was Kasim and I don't know who. And I told them
I was also on it. I remember.
I don't hate Arsenal. This is football. I just love watching football. I watch all the matches. Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, Newcastle. I watch all the matches without hate. And I wish Arsenal, well, if they can win the Champions League, it would be better. It'd be good for us because there has been a song, oh, you have never won Champions League. So at least they need to win it so that we can talk about other things.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Let's meet.
Mariblood is talking and the mic is on.
You're mute. Your mic is on mute.
Oh, sorry. I was saying Ambassador is so balanced and so rational until you wonder, you're really a Man U fan.
I was to ask that. Are you a Manchester United fan?
Since I was born, I've been a Manchester United fan.
No, you should become.
Joy, you can agree with me on this. Tell them that
you
I'm
should
always
just become
rational.
a football fan. You are a football fan. You're not a Manchester United fan.
No.
I've never seen a rational Manchester United fan.
Ambassador, we have one United fan in our group, and he's always a nuisance. He's always bringing.
Official.
No, I've told you for the last 3 seasons. I've told you that for the last 3 seasons, Arsenal has been playing beautiful football. But I always tell you fact about Arsenal. I'm telling you, Arsenal is the best team. I think PSG is now, they have also upped their game. I think if looking at PSG playing against Liverpool, you'd agree with me, they have upped their game. And they also have a very good manager in Enrique. So don't write off PSG, a very good team. I think Arsenal did beat PSG at the beginning of the season, Champions League, but now it will be very difficult. Not because of your players. I know most of you are talking about your players.
But honestly, you don't have Dread Devils in you.
We are used to big teams.
Your level of demons is low.
Not really. Now we are talking about football. We are talking about football. Why should we argue? I'm a serious Manchester United fan, but when the team is shit, it's shit. I will always tell you the truth. Very high. Very high. Very high.
Okay.
So thank you so much.
TikTok.
We thank you that you like Arsenal, but me, I don't like Manchester United.
I don't like Arsenal at all. I don't like Arsenal, but I don't hate Arsenal. I don't hate Arsenal.
He's just trying to be real. He's just trying to be real, guys.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be good for now.
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys.
I know he's going to come and fight us.
Now you can go to my TikTok account. You will see that I also have something against Arsenal. So thank you so much. I think we will talk after this.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, guys.